June 1st, 1922. Today, my mother bought me a mannequin so I could display my products in the store window. It's unusually heavy, but still, just a mannequin. I'm grateful to my mother because I believe it will attract more women to my clothing shop. June 5th, 1922. While I was working in the store today, a concerned customer told me the mannequin was staring at her. That was strange, because the mannequin doesn't even have eyes, just a blank face. I went to check and I swear I felt it staring at me too. Weird. June 6th, 1922. Today, the owner of the neighboring shop went missing. It's tragic. We were good friends. Also, a mannequin seems to have gone missing too. I won't forgive whoever stole it. June 7th, 1922. I found a mannequin. Apparently, some disgusting person dressed it in the clothes of that poor old man who recently passed away and put it back in the display window. Because of this, I'm now a suspect in the old man's murder. Suspected of murder. This is insane. I can't wait for the real culprit to be found. June 15th, 1922. I'm now the prime suspect in the old man's murder. I'm terrified. Why would the police think I did it? July 3rd, 1922. Someone ripped out a full page from my diary. To make up for it, I'll summarize the end of the month. I was cleared of the old man's death due to lack of evidence. But now, my sister is missing, and someone has dressed the mannequin in her clothes. That person is a sick lunatic. Customers keep telling me stories of seeing the mannequin missing from the window, even when no one's been in the shop to move it. I'm planning to take it down and sell it. It's scaring my customers. July 5th, 1922. Something is happening. I hear people knocking on my door at night. I found a crack in my window and I still haven't found a buyer for the mannequin. I even placed an ad, but not a single call. July 10th, 1922. My mother. She's missing. July 17th, 1922. Her clothes. My mother's clothes are on the mannequin. I can't believe it took me a whole week to fully realize it. I might be losing my mind, but I think the mannequin is behind all of this. This diary was found on July 18th, 1922, after Mary Steinfeld was reported missing from her home. Her clothes were seen on the mannequin in her boutique. The mannequin was later sold to a shopkeeper in New York. Every night, as part of his usual routine, a father would step into his 7-year-old son's room before bed to say goodnight. That night was no different. He entered the dimly lit room. A soft glow from the night's light in the corner gently illuminated the space. As always, his son lay waiting beneath the covers. But the moment the father stepped in, something felt wrong. His son's face wore an unnatural smile, stretched too wide, almost like it had been drawn on. With hesitation, the father asked, "Are you okay, sweetheart?" And with that same strange grin, the boy replied,
"Daddy, please check under my bed for monsters."
The father chuckled softly. Here we go again, he thought. He knelt down slowly to peek beneath the bed. And that's when his blood ran cold. Lying under the bed was his real son. Pale, wide-eyed, tears streaming down his cheeks. In a trembling voice, the boy whispered,
"Daddy, there's someone on my bed."
The father couldn't breathe. His heart pounded in his throat. He quickly turned his head back toward the bed. But what was lying under the blankets now wasn't even human anymore. That smile had turned into a gaping tear across its face, and its eyes were no longer those of a child. I'd be grateful if you could like the video before I continue the story. The Enfield Monster. One night in 1973, two young children from the town of Enfield, Illinois, claimed they saw a strange creature wandering in their yard. They even said the terrifying being tried to enter their house. Henry McDaniel, their father, initially dismissed this story as a product of childish imagination and didn't take it seriously. But he changed his mind later that same night. McDaniel was awakened by strange, piercing sounds. Grabbing a gun and a flashlight, he went outside to investigate. That's when he saw a creature between two rose bushes. A being he described as having a body almost human-like. It quickly became clear to him that his kids had been telling the truth. In an interview with a reporter, he said it had 3 legs, 1 body, 2 short arms, and 2 big pink eyes, the size of flashlight lenses. McDaniel claimed the creature had come from another planet. He said he fired 4 shots and was sure at least 1 hit the monster. After being shot, the creature fled toward the railroad embankment, letting out a screech similar to a wildcat's growl. McDaniel was stunned as he watched the creature leap up a 25-feet embankment in just 3 steps. When the police arrived later, they found scratch marks on the screen door and unusual footprints in the yard. The tracks resembled those of a dog, but with 6 toe prints. However, no other evidence of a strange creature could be found. McDaniel's story was eventually published in the local newspaper, the Reading Eagle, but most people remained skeptical. Even a 10-year-old neighbor boy who initially claimed to have seen the creature later admitted he had made up his story to prank the McDaniels. McDaniel reported seeing the creature 2 more times to local authorities, but after being threatened with jail, he decided to stay away from the police. No one seemed to believe what he and his children had witnessed. Still, McDaniel remained firm in his claim. In an interview, he said he believed the creature came from another planet. If they ever find that thing, I'm sure they'll find more than one. One thing I know, that creature isn't from this planet. After McDaniel's report, other eyewitness accounts began to surface. Monster hunters even flocked to Enfield, and at least 5 men were arrested for firing weapons in the area. Some even claimed they had photographed the creature. Despite all the conflicting stories and numerous claims over the years, the truth behind the Enfield monsters remains shrouded in mystery. No one knows what really happened. But who knows? Maybe someday that creature will show up again, closer than we think. If you want to hear more scary stories, make sure to subscribe so we can reach 1,000 subs soon and bring you more.